Hey guys, it's Sargent and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be swatching Fenty's Mattemoiselle Matte Lipsticks. If you guys are wondering what colors I have here and how they perform, then keep watching. Before we get started, I will let you guys know if you are interested in seeing what I use to create this mustard eye today, then I will pop up my previous video like up here so that you guys can click on it and watch that if you do want to see how I created this mustard eye. So if you guys want to see what I thought of this formula and all of the colors, then keep watching and let's get started. I am going to be doing another lip swatch video today. You guys seem to really enjoy these. So I want to start off by saying I have used these Mattemoiselle lipsticks before. I do have a couple of favorites that I use, so I'm pretty familiar with the formula. It is a nice creamy, really comfortable formula, but it dries down to like a powdery matte finish, so you can wear these darker, crazier colors with confidence that they're not going to slide around and move around on your lips. So I can let you guys know that right away. I already know I absolutely love these lipsticks. I love the formula, so there's going to be no surprise there. I just want to show you guys these colors because there's some really interesting ones in here, and today I am going to swatch these from lightest to darkest, just to try to save my lips. As we get darker and darker, they tend to get a little bit more stained, so I just want to try to make sure that the colors are as true as they can be. So first up, we have the color Ballerina Blackout, and this shade, it looks like a bubblegum baby pink. Okay, so this was super easy to apply. That's another thing that I love about the formula on these. They glide on really creamy smooth. There's no like tugging or like really pressing really hard to get them onto your lips. They're such a comfortable formula. Can't recommend them enough. So this color is really interesting. It verges almost on the point of being like too light for myself, but I still think it looks okay. It is almost a fluorescent pink, but it does have that white base in it, which is why I kind of am like on the fence with this color. It's dark enough to where I think it looks really cool. Of course, not with this eye combination, but maybe with like a dark smoky eye, this could look pretty cool. Next up, we have the shade Thicc, and this is a really beautiful rosy beige color. It's probably my favorite nude that they have in their lipstick form. This is just a really easy, I think, good neutral color for any skin tone. So let me try it on for you guys. I really love this one. As I mentioned, this is one of my favorites in the bunch. I just think that this is so wearable. It also is a really universal color, meaning that like whatever eye look I'm wearing, I can literally throw this on with anything. There's like not a look that this does not look good with. And even for like a no makeup kind of day, when you just want to put on like a little bit of powder and maybe some mascara, hop this on and it'll just make you look a little bit more put together and just like you put a little bit of effort in, but it's just the best color ever. If you guys are looking for a very easy nude, just a neutral color, definitely go for this one. Next up is the color I Quit, and this is a really nice, perfect grayish tone. It is kind of like a brownish grayish. It's a very unusual shade, and I think if you guys are a fan of any of the grayish lipsticks, you definitely need to get this. Again, this is one of my other favorites in her collection. This is such an easy gray shade to wear. It doesn't have too much gray in it to where it's like strange looking. It still has enough beige in it to where it is still like a neutral shade, but it is so unusual. And I think if you guys are into those like 90s grunge looks, then you would love this shade, because this is so close to like those 90s neutral mid-tone grayish shades that were so popular, but with like a modern twist, because it definitely has a little bit more gray in it. So it is really, really modern and very unusual. Okay, the next shade is called Tigertini, and this is a orangey red shade. It almost reminds me of like the color of persimmon, mostly orange with a little bit of red. Okay, wow, I love this color so much. I think that this is such a hard shade to find like the right version of this. When an orange red is done good, it's one of my all-time favorite shades. It's so unique, like it's such a good alternative to wearing a basic red, which I also love, but it's like a twist. If you guys feel comfortable with wearing red lipstick, but you want to put a little bit of a spin on it, I would definitely go for an orange red. I think you guys will get so many compliments or so many people like asking what shade is that, because it is very unusual, but still super flattering and beautiful. Okay, the one drawback with those bright colors is that they do stain your lips if they're like vegan or cruelty free colors, because the dyes that are in them are usually really strong pigments. And that brings up a very good point actually. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but these lipsticks are like one swipe coverage. They are really matte and vibrant and super opaque. The next shade that I have is called Pumpkin Rose, and this is a really lovely pumpkin colored like mustard shade. It is very yellow. It looks very unique. I absolutely adore this shade. It is, like I said, a very beautiful mustard color. I feel like mustard lipsticks have really taken off in the last like 12-18 months. They seem to be like a really big fad. And so if you guys are looking for a really nice mustard shade, definitely pick this one up. I think that mustard, strangely enough, is kind of like a staple, or should be a staple in everyone's collection right now, and this would be a really good one. Okay, the next one that I have is called Dragon Mami, and this is a fluorescent coral. This is one of the reasons why I love Fenty so much. Fenty, or Rihanna, has a way of putting a spin on colors that you just, like, I wouldn't normally think that this is a color that I would need or want, but I mean, this color is so fun, and even though it's so like strange and unique, it's still really flattering. I think in spring or summer, this color would be so beautiful. I mean, I could imagine myself like going out to brunch or like just sitting on someone's like outdoor deck in the nice sunshine in this color, like going to the beach. Yeah, it's just like such a like summery fun vibe to me. I really, really love this shade. Okay, the next shade that I have is called Freckle Fiesta, and this one is a really gorgeous rust shade. This color is another one of my absolute favorites. It is such a cool name too. Like, it kind of is the color of freckles, like that rusty orangey kind of shade. This is like a deep orangey brown color. Again, super flattering, but really unique. I love this shade so much. Okay, the next shade that I have is called Flamingo Acid, and this is a really deep, like berry raspberry shade. You could even call it maybe a deep fuchsia. I love this color also. I know I'm saying that about every color, but I mean, all of these colors have been so great. So this one I think is another really good alternative for a red lipstick. I actually wore this shade for New Year's Eve for a party that I went to just this last New Year's Eve. At first I had really wanted to wear a red lipstick, like that was my idea, but then I was like, you know what, I wear red all the time. I want something a little bit different. And so this still gives like that like pop of like a bright toned lipstick without being just a basic red. So I love this color. It's darker than like a bright fuchsia. So maybe like if you guys wear like deep burgundy wine shades and reds, this would be like a nice in-between color. Next we have the shade Violet Fury, which is a bright, really blue based, like purpley violet color. This is a really vibrant blue toned purple. I wouldn't reach for this color all the time. This definitely isn't a staple of mine. I think if you do like to wear purple lipsticks and you are kind of looking for something a little bit more unusual or maybe a little bit more like punk looking or goth looking, this could be a really good one. Next up we have the color Turks and Caicos, which is like turquoise green with maybe even like, it's a little bit muted, so I think that there's a little bit of like a gray in this. It's definitely not as bright as some of the other like greens and turquoises that I've seen, so let's try this out. Okay, so this one's a super unusual color also. I really don't have another like blue or green in this shade. There is something kind of muted about this, and I can't quite put my finger on it. I think it does have like some gray mixed into it, or like a putty color or something mixed in with it just to subdue it a little bit. But I really like it because it is bright, but it's not quite as vibrant. It's like whatever this other tone that's mixed in with this is kind of like dulling it down. It comes off as a little bit grungy, which I really love. Okay, the next one that we have is called Effin' Black, and it is just like a straight up, really true black. I don't hardly ever wear black lipstick. I think it's a really cool look though. I'm not really sure why I don't wear it. I think I love it when I photograph it. Like if I'm doing a crazy look and I'm just gonna post the photo on Instagram or just do it for fun, then I really do love this look. But I think it's the only shade that I have that I don't actually go out of the house wearing, and I wish I had a good reason why. I don't know if I may be worried about like smudging it, but even with like a liquid lipstick black, I've never actually worn it. Maybe it just feels a little bit too much like Halloween, although I really think I love this look together. Like this mustard eye look with the black, I think it's really cool. So maybe I should challenge myself to wear black lipstick out of the house one of these days, when we're allowed to go out of the house again, that is. What about you guys? Let me know. Do you guys feel comfortable wearing black lipstick like out and about? I'd really love to know if this is something that you guys feel comfortable with, or if maybe I'm just alone here. Okay guys, so that does it for today's lip swatch. My final thoughts on this Fenty Mattemoiselle lipsticks. I loved all the colors that I swatched today. I can't even choose a favorite. I think if I had to narrow it down to a couple of my favorites, it would be that Thicc shade that was just that really beautiful like rosy nude color. This gets a lot of use. Another one of my favorites was the I Quit shade. This was that grayish, like that brownish grayish color. Super cool, super grunge. And I think my other absolute favorite is Freckle Fiesta. That was that orangey brown rusty shade. I love this so much. It's such a good shade. Overall, I think any of these lipsticks, with the exception of the last three, I could like just blindly reach my hand into a bucket and pull out one and wear them like any day of the week. I think they're all really great wearable shades and super unique. That's the other great thing that I love about these Fenty lipsticks, is I think that people will constantly be asking you like, what shade is that? They're all just super unusual. Okay, so that does it for me. As always, if you guys have like any questions at all, please post those down in the comments, because I really love talking with you guys. And if you want to, go ahead and hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. You can also follow me over at Instagram. I am at Sargent Pepper, and I hope that all of you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys really soon in my next video.